Hi, welcome to Rick's Corner. I have a question for you. Do you ever remember, if you can remember way back, when you started to work out, why you started to work out, what it felt like to go to the gym, what your first feelings were from getting sore, what the weight felt like, and not knowing really what you're supposed to be doing? Now, I can say that today regarding back when I was younger, because we didn't have the type of gyms where people would help you what to do. But today, of course, you go in the gym and get a trainer and you know what to do. But what I'm saying is, you took up weightlifting for a reason. Was it because you wanted to gain strength? Was it because you wanted to look better, or you just wanted a hobby? There are certain reasons we do what we do, and then we figure out why. I know that I wanted to be in better shape, and I wanted to look more muscular. I had dieted down in high school my senior year to 145 pounds from about 160 maybe, and no muscle. 145 pounds is like, you got to run around the shower to get wet. But I thought, well, I had a girlfriend that was a year older, and she was a homecoming queen, and she was in good shape and a swimmer, and so I said, no, I want to start working out. So I started working out with the two cousins on a barbecue bench, which was way too wide to do bench presses, it'd kill your back. But I just remembered the feel of the weights. You know, we had like the Sears plates that you put on with collars, and they weren't exactly comfortable, and the bar wasn't exactly comfortable, and then you had to put together your own dumbbells and curl them. You weren't kind of sure what weight to use. But I remember getting sore in certain spots and saying, well, I guess this works. It feels pretty good, you know. And though I took it upon myself to join a YMCA where they had more equipment, and it wasn't the best, but at least it was some. I didn't know what a pump was. I knew that I felt like my arms were getting tight, and I think a lot of people say, what's that mean, tight pump? It means you're getting blood into the tissue, and it's getting fuller as you go. So I kind of worked out a plan to do some bench presses and some inclines, and I think there were dumbbells for side flies. I don't remember all that we had. There wasn't a lot of stuff. We had to do standing barbell presses off a rack, squats off a rack, maybe some standing laterals, barbell curls, tricep pushdowns, pull downs for the back, maybe dumbbell rows. It was so limited, it was ridiculous. But I got a decent workout, and I thought, well, what is the goal here? What am I trying to achieve? How do I make this muscle grow? I had some muscle magazines from Joe Weider way back that somebody gave me when I was in the Army. They were from 1941. I still have them in my garage. And I read some of the routines of some of these guys, and they looked really good back then. And I thought, this was before steroids. I mean, they just looked great. They trained hard, and they did what they had to do. So I started incorporating a routine and realizing that every time I go work out, I get a pump and a better pump. And I thought, man, this is just really terrific. Now, I didn't know about diet. I was drinking 3 quarts of milk a day, eating grilled cheese sandwiches with 4 slices of cheese because it was protein as far as I was concerned. Spaghetti and meatballs, tuna, whatever I get my hands on. But I was a young guy, and so I burned it up. All right, my goal is here to get stronger. Number 1, I want to get my bench press up to 300. Number 2, I want to put on muscle, and I want abs, and I want a chest and shoulders like those guys in the magazine. How do I achieve it? So each workout, I would try to do a little bit more weight, and maybe 5 or 10 pounds, and try to get stronger and stronger. And I always use like 8 reps, maybe 10 at the most, and my body grew. I went from 145 to 180 pretty quick. I got my bench up from like 100 pounds to 175 pretty quick. And then pretty soon it went up from there to 200 and 250, and then I've managed to get a 300-pound bench on a broken bent bar. But I was starting to put on muscle. I put my shirts on, I'd be tight. I was smooth. Well, I wasn't real smooth. Actually, I did have abs, and that was from doing a lot of sit-ups and leg raises, and I would never do sit-ups again. I used to have my mom sit on my feet while I do sit-ups on the rug, and of course the rug gave me a rug burn on my butt. But my abs responded, and even with a bad diet, it still responded. So my goal was just to get stronger and to get bigger. And how do you achieve this? I always was told that the more resistance you put on the muscle, the more the muscle's going to grow. So every time I work out, I try to do a little bit more without overtraining, of course. And I didn't know what overtraining was. I just knew that I had to do this, and then I'd go out and I'd go home and I'd sleep. I wasn't real big on getting all the sleep to grow because I didn't know that really mattered. I didn't really go out and drink a whole lot. On the weekends, I'd have a couple of beers with some buddies, but I figured that's okay. Although I cut that back because I said I don't want to get a beer belly, and it was important to stay in better shape. So as time moved on, I went to a different gym that had a lot of equipment. So I was able to superset and incorporate different body parts, and all of a sudden I'm starting to make good gains. I have some pictures of that. And I kind of exceeded where I thought I was going to go. I thought, I'm building a good body. This is happening from working out with weights. It's resistance, it's growing. Each workout I got to try to do a little bit more. Each body part was twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. but it was growing, and I was young enough to recover. So I didn't want to lose my sight or my thought about why I was doing what I was doing. Fast forward to maybe the 70s, training down in Venice Beach, and I learned that twice a week on the body part was fine. I still went pretty heavy. I did some powerlifting because that was my roots, but I still went heavy, and I still did shaping movements, and I grew even more and even more. But then I tightened my diet up because I learned from all the guys down there, cut your carbs back, keep your fats high, and keep your protein high, and it started to work. All right, so we fast forward to today, and I go to the gym. I've been training for many, many, many years. I've had a lot of injuries from wrestling. I've had a lot of surgeries on my leg, quads, knee replacement, torn tricep. But I still go in and train, and I don't want to lose sight of the fact that, and I don't want you guys to lose sight of the fact that you need that resistance. Anybody can go in the gym and just go through the motions and leave. I see people, and I've said this a million times, on the cell phones in the gym, working out and talking and working out and talking. They're not even thinking about what they're doing, and they don't get results. And I want to mention to all of you out there, try to get away from your phone for an hour. Put it away. I put mine away at dinner so I don't mess up a date or a person I'm with and I have to be talking. You can take that hour to your training and get the results. I see so much of this today. On the phone training. They're losing sight of why they're there. Go in and hit your workout, do your sets and reps. Try to increase your weight a little bit so you get some good muscle resistance. It's not force reps every time, but it's good reps. You might be able to have 3 or 4 more if you could do them, and you don't always have to do them because then you might overtrain. But keep in mind while you're there, keep in mind why are you working out? What do you want to achieve and how are you going to achieve it? You've got to add the resistance because the resistance builds muscle. So people have the fallacy to think that if you work out in the gym all day, you're going to get big muscle. I had a guy said to me recently, you must spend all day in the gym. Why would I do that? Because to get the muscle you have. I said, no, if I spent all day in the gym, I'd be 130 pounds because you're burning up muscle as you work. You're recovering as you grow and the muscle grows. So don't even insult me like that. I spend an hour in the gym, that's it. And the rest is all recovery time. Keep in mind why you train. Take each body part, do negative reps up and then resist going down because it works the muscle both ways. And you have to do less sets because of that, but it will work. I had done some curls the other day, and I was up to about 110 on a machine, which is a lot for me on that machine. Now, I have a numb hand from carpal tunnel, so I have a bit difficulty doing stuff. And then I went over to the preacher bench, and I did 20-pound dumbbells over the top. Well, I used to do 65s. I don't even look at them now. The 20 was kind of forcing it because of a shoulder injury, so I went to 15s. Now, 15 to me is like, that's a pussy weight. Why in the world would I use 15 pounds? But I did, and it was resistance, and it worked. So in that regard, I had to do something that was a resistance to me. But keep in mind while you're there, and keep in mind that when you're resting on your off days, people tell me, do I have to watch my diet on my off days? Yes, you do, because that's when your body is repairing, and especially at night, I take my branched chain aminos, a little protein, and I always take Metamucil fiber to keep my intestines cleaned out, because you got to have that too, especially when you're on a high protein diet. I have a little clipper I'm going to run that we did in the gym today with these guys with the ropes. It's really kind of funny and it's cute, so I want to run this. And then I'll be right back. Okay, that was done just for fun. They asked me if I could shoot something with my phone and have a little comedy. I said, yeah, and I did, and I thought it was kind of cute. Anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about with the training. Keep that in mind. That's how you're going to make your gains and keep your protein high, like you know what to do. It's just the resistance thing's what it's about. And when I see people, like I said, on their phones, they're not really into their workouts. They're not really focusing on what they're there for. Remember why you joined the gym. Remember what it is you want to achieve and what your end goal is. And always set a goal. I have a goal right now by July to be in probably the best shape I could be for my age right now because I need a goal. So I set a goal, and I haven't had any desserts in almost 3 weeks. So I'm going to stay with that routine because I don't want to break it, because the minute you break it and have a dessert, then there you go. Everything falls apart. I don't want to fall apart. All right, that's Rick's Corner. Stay tuned for more. If you have any questions, write them in. I'll answer anything you have. We'll do a show on it. I'm looking all the time for new people that have a story to tell that come on the show. We can do a Skype even if we have to, because this is the way the world is, and it's interesting, and we're a unit and a family of people that train. We stay together. We all like each other like it should be, and we all benefit from each other's experiences in life. This is what it's all about. I'm sharing my experiences, my knowledge of the past, and thank God I haven't forgotten it. Thanks for watching Rick's Corner. I love all of you so much. I hope you have a great year, and we'll see you next time. Hey everyone, now you can have the Gold's Gym logo drawn by me, the artist Rick Drasin, personalized and made out to you and signed by me to frame and put on your gym wall or wherever you see fit to do so. It's a piece of bodybuilding history. It will never be duplicated again. It's the largest selling icon t-shirt logo in the world, and I'm the guy that drew it, and I will draw it for you. Just go to my website, rickdrasin.com, and order there. You can pay through PayPal, and it'll be sent out right away. And be sure to watch Rick's Corner for all the videos on bodybuilding, nutrition, fitness, pro wrestling, and anything that suits your interest as far as getting physically fit and being the best you can be from the golden era of bodybuilding.
It's rickdrasin.com. He is the equalizer, baby. See you next time.